Hi everybody, it's time to read a new story, and the name of this story is called Learning, and it's of course an adventure of our very favorite friend Malini. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's start the story. When Malini came to grade 5, she had to learn many subjects. She loved them all except for mathematics. Maths was hard for her. She didn't understand what the teacher said. But she never asked the teacher to explain again. She did not want the teacher to think she was not clever. So when the teacher asked a question, Malini always put her hand up. Yes, Malini. What is the answer? The teacher asked then. Malini always whispered to her friend, Quick, tell me the answer. The friend quietly told the answer to Malini. Malini shouted it out to the teacher, and the teacher always said, Very good, Malini. Malini didn't know how to do the sums that she got for homework. So she went to school early the next day and copied the sums out of her friend's book. Shall I show you how to do them, Malini? The friend asked. She was good in maths. No, it's easier to just copy them. So the teacher always put ticks on her sums and wrote good in the margin. She didn't know that Malini couldn't do sums. When Malini's mother checked her school books, all her sums were always correct. So her mother didn't know Malini couldn't do the sums either. The mother said, Good! It is important to learn all these subjects well in school. Everything you are learning, you will need one day in life. One day, a mango seller walked down the road crying, Mangoes! Mangoes! Juicy mangoes! Malini's brother and sister were playing with her in the garden. Her mother was also there, reading a book. I would like to eat some mangoes, the brother said. Me too, cried her sister. I wouldn't mind having some mangoes too. Call the mango seller. Let's buy some mangoes, said her mother. Yes, I can eat too, Malini said happily. I would like to have 3, said the brother. Just 1 for me, said the sister. I will have 2 and buy 3 for Appachi, said her mother. Then she told Malini, Here, Malini, take the money and buy the right number of mangoes. How many is that? Asked Malini. Why? 3 each for Appachi and Malli. 2 for you and me, 1 for Nangi, said her mother. I can't remember all of that, cried Malini. You don't have to. Just add the numbers up. You're good at maths, so just remember the total. Malini didn't know how to do it, but she didn't say anything. She took the money and slowly went to the mango seller. How many mangoes? Asked the mango seller. Malini couldn't remember. 3 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 1. She didn't know what the total was. Give me 5, she said. It was just a number that came to her head. When Malini bought the mangoes back, there wasn't enough for everybody. Everybody was sad. Weren't there 11 good mangoes to buy, Malini? Her mother asked. No, said Malini. She was sad and ashamed. The next day was the maths examination. The teacher explained all the examination rules. You can't look at someone else's paper. You can't talk to anyone. If you do, everyone who talked will get 0. Malini looked at the sums. She couldn't even do 1. She looked at her friend. She was busily answering the paper. Malini didn't want to talk to her and make her get 0 too. So she sat there, trying not to cry. When the results came, Malini had got 0 for maths. What happened, Malini? The teacher asked. Malini told her what she had been doing all the time. The teacher shook her head sadly. Education means understanding. It is not just telling the right answers without knowing what they mean. If you learn well, your brain has to change in some way. You have to change in some way because you will be able to do things better. Malini nodded, listening. Others can help you, Malini. It is good to ask for help. But if you rely on help all the time and not try to do it yourself, you will never learn. In that case, help is actually harmful. Do you understand? I do now, teacher, said Malini. In the interval, she took her maths book and went to her friend. Can you show me how to do this sum? She asked. Her friend smiled and nodded. Then she sat by Malini and showed her how to do one sum. Malini asked questions till she understood. It took the whole interval, but finally, she knew how to do it. Then, Malini went home and did many more sums like that at home. The next day, her friend showed her how to do another sum. Little by little, Malini understood everything. Now, when the teacher teaches something new, Malini asks questions till she understands. Then she practices at home till she becomes good at it. Now, Malini is very good at mathematics. She can even help her friend sometimes. They both feel very happy then. The end. Do you also sometimes find it difficult to understand things? Remember, ask for help and then try and practice at home. I'm sure you can do better next time you try. So until we meet again, bye for now.